I know that many of us are feeling quite concerned and I would even say discombobulated. It's really struck us with what's going on as the result of the death of George Floyd at the knee of a police officer. And at least for me, and I will acknowledge this, that there's two images that just are right there. They're seared in my memory. One is of George Floyd with his face in the pavement and the officer's knee and on his neck, and this individual asking or saying that he can't breathe and then crying out to his mother. And then, of course, I think the other image that all of us that is seared in our minds and we're very concerned about it is the riots. The riots that seem to be part of the protest, but I think we need to separate that. We have the right to protest. It's one of our rights here living in this country to express our opinions. And it's part of our freedom of speech. But rioting is not, and the destruction of property. And so I do not condone that. You know, I'll tell you how I struggle with this, and I once again will lift up it's me. But it brings back memories of learning the Pledge of Allegiance in the first grade and how proud we were that we had it memorized to say those words. And I continue to say them at meetings at Borough Hall or with the ambulance corps. It's something that I do, and I'm very proud to say it, and I mean it. Those words mean a lot. I pledge allegiance to the United States, to the American flag, and to the republic for which it stands. One nation, under God, undivided, with liberty and justice for all. And I look at what's going on and how divided we seem. How, in many ways, some of us, are we really one nation, or are we a multitude of nations? And I struggle with that, but the thing I struggle with the more is that liberty and justice for all. That justice for all. I wonder sometimes that, yes, we do say those words, but that our justice in this country is distributed not equally. And so over the weekend, as I watched on TV like the rest of you, the words from the prophet Amos just really started coming to mind and became my prayer. As Amos is speaking God's words to Israel, and God speaks that justice needs to roll down like the waters. And that psalmist, the wisdom of the words of the psalmist says, happy are they who observe justice. And I don't think we're really a happy country right now. We've gone through a pandemic, which has been a real challenge. We're looking to get out from underneath that. And then all of this is going on. But I think even before that, it's just that we're really not happy. And then the psalmist says that we observe the justice. And we observe righteousness at all times. Those words from God that tell us how we can truly be happy. And so I've come to acknowledge my own silence. And I need to confess that was wrong, that I need to start speaking up. I need to discern how I can be involved with the cries of so many others for justice in our country. And I will do that personally, and I hope all of you feel a call to do the same, and we'll do it differently. Benjamin Franklin, one of our founding fathers and one that I really have always admired, wrote that justice will not be served until those unaffected are as outraged as those that are. I realize that I, as one of the unaffected now, and what the racism that's going on in our country, I need to really live out that rage and protesting and crying out, this is not right. And Elie Wiesel, someone who I have always admired and always read, he admitted, and he's very pragmatic, he says there's going to be those times when we're going to feel and we're even going to be powerless to prevent injustice. But, he said, there must never be a time when we fail to protest. May God give us the courage, the grace to protest and to cry out justice for all.